What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we're going to talk about a couple of games by Arcade1up. One, which is being kind of slated as a rumor right now, and the other one that actually has been announced for quite a while, but there really hasn't been any information on it for quite a while, up until now. What games are those going to be? Well, first, before we go into those, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications so we know exactly whenever we come up with some new videos, or whenever I come out with some new videos. And we're going to talk about Double Dragon from Arcade1up and also Dragon's Lair for Arcade1up. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about those two games right after this. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Like I said, we have a couple of games that we are going to discuss today. One being Double Dragon, and also another one that has been announced for quite a while called Dragon's Lair. Now, Double Dragon, there hasn't been anything official out there, so like I said, this is all kind of in the rumor mill, but there is a little bit of documentation to help back some of this up. Now, this is basically coming from a streamer called Big Reese. He is on YouTube. I'm going to post his link down below so that you guys can click on it and see for yourself what this is all about. Now, he's still a small streamer such as myself, but you know, we are kind of an Arcade1up community. We like to back each other up when it comes to a lot of this information. And until somebody discredits him or disproves what he's showing, then, you know, we can take it with a grain of salt, or we can support his findings from his resource. So I think that he may be legit on this, but it's a matter of wait and see is really what it all boils down to. So really not sure on his source. That's the biggest issue that we really are going to have. But we're going to switch over into my computer. We're going to take a look at the YouTube channel and a couple extra little things when it comes to this. All right, so this is basically just a little screen grab from his actual YouTube channel. So Breaking Double Dragon Arcade1up is confirmed and coming soon. I don't know if I would necessarily say confirmed yet, but this screen grab right here from whoever his source is actually something that can hold some precedence there when it comes to this. Now, Double Dragon's been out for a very long time. They've had multiple different variations of it. I actually used to own a Double Dragon 2 arcade cabinet when I was a kid. My dad bought it for me, and he ended up selling it and not telling me, and I was very upset about that. But the game was so fun. I used to be able to play and actually beat it on one credit. Now, one of the big issues that Double Dragon really had is the gameplay wasn't that great. I'll be honest with you. Now, I did love it. I was a kid. I liked pretty much everything. But I got beat up so much in those games, it seems like the controls didn't always want to do exactly what I wanted to do. Now, when you played over on the consoles, it seemed the consoles were a little bit better when it came to the hit detection and the actual gameplay itself. Now, what games could technically be on this? I mean, you got Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3. You could always have Battletoads, which, as we know, Battletoads is coming out on the upcoming Killer Instinct cabinets. So that could be something that they really put on there. Or maybe even Battletoads versus Double Dragon, or Double Dragon versus Battletoads. I forgot which way it goes when it comes to that. But it was also a very fun beat-em-up type game. Now, I have a friend named Robert. You know who you are. He is a huge fan of Battletoads, and I would really think that this would be a cabinet that he would jump right at if it actually had the Battletoads game on there, or even the Versus version that we're looking at. Now, by looking at this actual screen right here, you can see that you have the Double Dragon there. Status 010622. I don't know if that's January 6th or if that's maybe June 1st. So I'm thinking it's more like a June 1st that they show on here. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Now it's showing $1,199. Now we have to realize that by looking at his video, he is in Australia. So that is not American dollars. I actually had to look online to see what the conversion was, and it is $875. We'll just get rid of that 99 cents. So about $875 US. Now, keep in mind that is Australian currency conversion over into US dollars. What could that price be in America? Well, with the price of things going up lately, I would probably still expect it to be about a $600, maybe a $700 type option. Now, it doesn't show the entire title. I mean, could this be a pro cabinet? Could this just be a regular cabinet? I mean, the price I'm looking at Golden T 3D coming out is, what was it, like $600-700? I think this could be another pro cabinet. What do you guys think? Post down below if you guys think anything differently when it comes to this. Now, one of the things that he brought up in his video was he was actually having a slight conversation with somebody from Toycade. So that also could be something as well that will give him a little more legitimacy when it comes to this. Now, the other title that we are going to talk about is going to be Dragon's Lair. Now, Dragon's Lair has been out for forever, but it has been announced since, I believe, beginning of last year. I think it was one of the ones that they announced in January of last year during the CES. Could be the year before, but it has pretty much gone radio silence on it when it comes to Arcade1up. But they have recently updated their actual website. Coming soon, pre-orders open in June. So never fret, my friends. Dragon's Lair looks like it could be coming soon. Now, the one thing I just hope they really take away is this cell phone thing. I mean, it sounds nifty. It sounds cool. I don't think that's actually something that they should really have on there. It's an interesting concept, but I really don't think that it's actually needed to put this particular feature in the game. It's extra cost that doesn't need to be in there. Add a little LCD or LED screen in there. Probably cost you like $2 to add something in there with this particular thing, with whatever kind of programming that you necessarily need to do. I really do think that would be a waste of money for them to put in there, and that could be something that they could cut instead of having to develop some sort of an app for the game that they'd spend $2. I mean, maybe that's me. I mean, I don't really see much that needs to be in there. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that little cell phone feature's cool or nifty? Or do you think it's a waste of money, just like myself? So obviously this is still going to have the 3 games in it. It's going to have your Dragon's Lair 1 and 2 and Space Ace. But while they are updating this, what about the Space Ace cabinet? That's pretty much gone, pretty much kaput. You really don't find any information about that anymore either. So is this a game that you are looking to pre-order? Now, while pre-orders are opening in June, when's the game coming out? That's what I want to know. When are you going to release this title? John D., we love you. I know you're quiet on a lot of the stuff these days, because I think they won't let you say certain things anymore. But it would be nice to get a little bit of information on this instead of just a basic update on the website. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for the video. I always appreciate you guys coming out and giving feedback in terms of the videos that I'm doing. Now, one of the big questions I'm sure a lot of you have been asking is like, why hasn't he been doing any videos? Well, there hasn't been a lot of Arcade1up content. Yeah, I know some people like to just make random stuff up about these. Sometimes I'm not always up to doing videos. Crazy life has been crazy life. It's just been a little crazy right now. Working a couple different jobs, and you know, something big's about to happen with my current full-time job. Nothing bad at all. On top of that, get off of work, I come home, and lately I've been playing Elden Ring on my computer. I did a little stream for it. There wasn't really anybody that watched it. I think I had a couple people over on Twitch that watched, which, yes, I have been over there a little bit here lately. But normally there's other games I play, like Fortnite. I have a little Game of Thrones game I play on Facebook, and just really chat with a bunch of people. I do it more for the social aspect in terms of those particular games. Another thing that happened here is I actually got myself a third computer monitor. So I actually have three monitors now. I got two 27 inches and I got a 25 inch. So I'm actually really, really loving that because I have so much more room to do stuff on my computer in terms of recording my YouTube videos, in terms of gaming and having multiple things open at the same time. It's kind of crazy that there's really no actual guide for Elden Ring out there. And it's really, a majority of it is a single player game, unless you have people that are invading your game or you're invading their game, and vice versa. Now, my thoughts on Elden Ring, it is a beautiful, beautiful game. Yes, George R.R. Martin did have something to do with it, but realistically, there is no rhyme or reason or really direct path to beat this game. It's like, go talk to this person, this person, this person, have a little exclamation mark above the head, but there's none of that. You just basically can roam the land until you find something that is like a dungeon, or some red character kind of comes up and attacks you out of nowhere, or a dragon comes after you. If you have not gotten it, go ahead and get it. It is essentially a new version of the Dark Soul, Demon Souls kind of game, because it is from Software, obviously, and it is just fun. Now, if you are one that gets frustrated very easily with a game, this is probably not a title for you. So look into it a little more, watch some people playing it on YouTube or on Twitch, maybe download some how-tos in terms of getting into the actual game. If you want to get it on computer, make sure you've got a good computer. If you've got a computer you paid $500-$600 for, it's probably not going to play the game very good, if at all. If you got a console, get it for a console then. Just saying, I don't want you to really go out there and say, he said go buy it on computer. No, that's not what I'm saying. Now, one thing I did notice when I got it for PC is all of the menus were set for Xbox controllers. If you did not have an Xbox controller, you're kind of screwed, because it's a little difficult to figure out the actual buttons that navigate all the menus. Now, I don't know if they've fixed that with an update, but on the plus side, I have a handy-dandy Xbox One controller. So that's something I really don't have to worry about quite as much. Now, one thing about the Xbox controller is you can get like the rechargeable cable for it and just plug it straight in. If you want to connect it to your computer, make sure you get that little wireless dongle. It's about $25. You can get it from Best Buy. You can get it from Amazon, things like that. So you can connect it to your computer. Now, yes, they are Bluetooth controllers, but they don't make a very good connection for most people's Bluetooth that is in their computer. So make sure that you get that little dongle or hardwire it, no matter what you do when it comes to your computer, because you don't want it to die on you. So it is a very fun game. I would definitely recommend it for anybody. But appreciate you guys coming out, checking out the video. Please make sure you do like and subscribe, and put a little comment down at the bottom about some of the stuff we talked about today, whether it was for Double Dragon, whether it's for Dragon's Lair, or whether it's for Elden Ring. So, want to hear what you guys are saying? I'm actually up to about a level 65 warrior right now, so I know people that are way higher than me, but that's okay. I'm having fun just running across the land and killing random things. So, until next time, guys, again, I appreciate you coming out. Stay tuned. We're going to have some great content coming up. And make sure that, as always, you game on.